Hello everybody, welcome back to Haven. The sky breach that is technically closed is up there, and this is where my army is training, all like 20 of them. But there is something about this game, as in most BioWare games, that I haven't done as of yet, and now that Iron Bull is in my party, I feel comfortable doing the thing. Hello.
They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
So how do you know he was a Templar?
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't have to. Might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away, so it doesn't spray right into your face. Qunari learned the same thing when we trained to fight Tevinter mages. Your Templar's doing good work.
No, you could always help.
You sound like you want to head down there and give the troops some pointers.
Nah, I'm no good at command unless I know who my guys are sleeping with and what they like to drink. Inquisition's already too large for that. The charges are big enough for me. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top.
Yeah, that is a
You've
problem.
got no leader, no Inquisitor.
Liliana is our leader.
Liliana's been pulling the strings of the Inquisition ever since it started.
Red's your spy master, not your leader. I don't see her standing in the spotlight anytime soon. My people don't pick leaders from the strongest, or the smartest, or even the most talented. We pick the ones willing to make the hard decisions, and live with the consequences. Who knows? Maybe you sealed the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
You think?
It could happen. It won't, but it could.
Technically correct. I do like Iron Bull. However, Krem, I'm interested in you.
Can I help you with anything?
Well, tell me about Iron Bull.
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The chief. First time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for a Qunari, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
So what kind of commander is he? Actually, no, how'd you end up with him first?
How did a Tevinter soldier wind up in a Qunari spy's mercenary company?
I wasn't a soldier at the time. I was in some trouble, trying to flee Tevinter. A Tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them. Gave up his eye doing it. Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
Okay, he gave up his eye?
That's how he lost the eye?
Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when Bull came inside and yelled for them to stop. One of them saw trouble coming and figured he'd finish me off. The guard had a flare. Bull put himself between me and the blow. Big horned idiot. Didn't even know me.
So what kind of commander is he, I guess?
How's Iron Bull as a commander?
If you know what you're doing and hold up your end, he's easy. He doesn't accept any less. He keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Bull isn't like that. The charges might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
And tell me about his being a Qunari.
Is it strange to work for a Qunari?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Qun, if that's what you're asking. Bull's charges don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasrath, I'd have thought he'd left that life behind.
Oh, I'm surprised he told you.
I didn't expect he'd tell you all that he was a spy.
Not the whole band, but those who've been around long enough to trust. He figures most of us would find out sooner or later, and it should come from him. Eyes to eye, he says. It's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home.
Okay,
We'll talk later.
I like Krem. Krem is actually trans. I don't know if you picked that up, and I can't remember who his voice actor is, but yeah, that's just an interesting fact that you do learn after. I don't know if you learn it now or later, or it just becomes sort of implied. But yeah, so this is the part of the game where I go around and talk to all my people. For example, Cullen.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
I like to stand out.
At least I got everyone's attention.
That you did. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the MAGE uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
You trust in the Inquisition?
You left the Templars for this. You believe the Inquisition can work?
I do. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
Yeah, I like your Right, this is the thing. Cullen won't date a Qunari, which feels a little off because, yeah. But you know what? I'm not going to flirt with Cullen because, you know, he's a professional. And I don't mind.
You understand our situation. I appreciate your opinion.
Look around. Our people are well organized and committed. Despite what the clerics think, we are in the best position to help. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Raiden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
He's a tiny bit smarmy. A tiny bit. Ooh, elf fruit. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all the little chats I can have with people. But I'm also going around to pick up stuff. And actually, is this the smith or is this the stables? I think this might be the smith and the stables.
You've seen our mounts. Most of them should be pulling plows.
Okay, so I can modify armor and modify weapons. I can craft armor. So there is, I would like to craft like medium, like literally light armor. So basically, if I pick that and then, yeah, utility, defense, offense, damage and armor. I know this, right? So you would just, for example, so it's a mage coat, which is, if you look at the colours change depending on what you pick. If I were to pick silk, and it tells you down the bottom what the sort of things it are. So, you know, you get, for Lambswool, it's magic and barrier defense and magic defense. I mean, silk is better, arguably. And then, yeah, you could do another item. It could be silk and silk, but yeah, does change. I'm not going to use it because I'm not really, yeah. And here you get the choice. So I could do a heal bonus, which is good, but I'm not actually got any healing magic. Magic defense and more magic defense. So yeah, but the colours get a bit weird, to be honest. So yeah, I'm not gonna do anything. It's not worth it yet. I don't have the schematics available. So I've unlocked crafting, and you can do the same with weapons. If I wanted to change, yes, okay, thanks. If I wanted to change it, I could. I don't have any Acolyte Staffblade. I could change what I want. Don't have any runes yet, so I could remove that upgrade and then confirm it and then all go back. But I'm not going to. No, I don't want to keep my changes. I could also change all sorts of things. Can't change this stuff because, you know, the ones with colour are the only ones you can change. Craft weapons is, I believe... Oh yeah, I can do more. I can do more with this. I can change, like, the hilts. I can make hilts, etc. But, you know, I've only got a few things at the moment, so there's really no point. I do need to go and speak to... Oh, loot. I'm gonna take that because I can. Apprentice coat arms. Okay. Hello.
Expected you'd be by. I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's
Special.
the new gear fit?
Quite well.
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect.
Good. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
I don't know what. What can you make here?
What can you and your team make here?
Arms and armor. We work iron to blighted dragon bone if you've got it. Our designs are simple, but they get the job done. You want something fancy, bring your own design. We'll see what we can do.
Okay, do you have any designs?
If I want something, what can you make?
Start simple. Something to keep you safe. Take a look at it on the table there and we can talk. You'll need materials. We should have what you want just outside.
Okay, so yeah, that's
Goodbye.
basically what I've
Right.
literally just done. Have some armor made, so I have to do this for a quest. Sorry, I didn't mean to fire in. Okay, so let's go with lamb's wool. Oh no, actually that looks ugly. Let's go with the silk. And have we'll go with the lamb's wool because it's cheaper. We'll craft it. And we've got an absorbing apprentice coat, which is possibly not as good.
Serve you well.
And quest completed. Do I need to speak to you? No, I don't. Okay, so that's basically it. And I'm going to go around and just loot things. Is that a nug? It is! Nugs are relatively simple creatures. Well, hello, Varric. How are you doing, my darling?
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
This is all bullshit.
None of this shit should have happened.
You don't know the half of it. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
I can't believe it either.
I'm still not sure I believe any of this is really happening.
If this is all just the maker winding us up, I hope there's a damn good punchline coming. You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this
Oh,
is going.
thanks, Varric. Reassuring.
Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky, that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
Yep, thanks, Varric. Not sure how to feel about this. And again, more loot. Loot. Oh, it's dog leather. That's not too bad. Right, Solus, what do you have to say to me?
The chosen of Andraste. A blessed hero sent to save us all.
Sounds dashing.
Am I riding in on a shining steed?
I would have suggested a griffon, but sadly they're extinct. Joke as you will, posturing is necessary. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
Yeah, a smart one.
Hopefully the kind who lives to become that embarrassing former hero everyone has to put up with.
I can think of worse fates. I will stay then. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate mage surrounded by Chantry forces, and unlike you, I do not have a divine mark protecting me. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
We have bigger problems.
The giant hole in the sky trumps any other concerns. We can worry about the rest later.
Yes. Who can say what this world will look like when we are done fighting for it? But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
Okay, Solus, you do you. And I have forgotten where Cassandra is. Alright, there she is. Hello, Cassandra. Mm-hmm. You alright? You need stronger dummies.
I think you need practice dummies made of sturdier stuff.
That would be nice.
Like maybe iron.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life.
Uh-huh.
One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool. And they may be right.
Well, what do you believe?
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
Well, what's going to happen next?
What's going to happen now?
Now we find allies to help us close the breach, if that is even possible. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them.
Armpit shot.
I only pray the price is not too high.
Too late to turn back now.
Isn't it a bit late to worry about it now?
We have only just begun. My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
Well, glad to hear it.
Can't say I'm not grateful to hear that.
I can be harsh, I know. You've said you don't believe you're chosen. Does that mean you also don't believe in the Maker?
I am guessing that the phrase "I'm Qunari," remember?
You're asking me.
You're not a follower of the Qun. You could be. I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
What would she believe is actually a decent question. I'm guessing she probably doesn't believe in the Maker. Why would the Maker create something like her and then, you know, encourage people to put it in a tower? Slavery's wrong regardless. So, yeah, I guess so. Also have a quest for you to turn
Can
in.
I help you with something?
Oh, do I have to do it at the
Farewell.
table? I think I do.
Make her go with you.
Yes, he...
Can I help you with something?
No! Leave me alone! Stupid controls!
Make her go with you.
Yeah, I'm going to go over here and then turn around. That seems sensible. Okay, yeah, weapons. I've got the weapons. Crafted a sword. And I get some power.
That'll help.
And Liliana's around here.
The castle really has no issues selling.
There we go. In the tent.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood. To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing? You speak for Andraste, no?
No.
What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
Game?
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
Well, bad things happen.
Awful things happen every day. Get used to it.
Get used to being a pawn? To be discarded when the Maker's done with you? The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
You could blame her killers.
Maybe you should be angry at the people who murdered her.
If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Why are you telling me this?
I'm not really the best person to talk to. Doesn't the Chantry have people for this?
So I should let a priest comfort me? No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come, to work then. We will speak later.
Okay, Liliana, you do you. It's fine. This is fine. What is the... I'm not even going to ask. It's fine. Josephine, who I really, really like. She's also got a thing in her room, which is... Am I in the wrong place? I feel like I might be in the wrong place. Pretty sure Josephine's rooms is not in the dungeon. It's fine. Fine. Oh no, it's over here.
Take these injury reports.
Okay, so I will talk to Josephine, but I will turn in some research stuff as well.
Mistress Adar, may I have a word?
You're going to anyway, so sure.
What did you need?
Well, as you are Talvashos, people have asked. You grew up outside the Qunari homeland, but there is no easy way to ask your thoughts on the Qun.
They're not exactly mage friendly.
I've met mages living under the Qun. Believe it or not, they trust magic even less than the Chantry.
Which indicates you have no reason to join them, and yet people ask how a Qunari could be Andraste's herald. It worries them if they believe it, and angers them if they do not. Convincing them of your good intentions will be tasking.
We need actions, not words.
People will only trust me with the Inquisition after we impress them.
Very true. Let us hope sealing the breach brings us some goodwill. Strangely, your mercenary work is not so inflammatory. People are fabricating extravagant tales of your
All
powers.
true. All true. I was pretty good.
There wasn't a group around that didn't want my help when a tough assignment came up. If you needed it done, Adar was on the top of the list.
I noticed. Leliana found a letter from the captain of your last company. He had nothing but praise for your skill in battle, but doesn't mention what part you play.
Oh. Tully complimented me?
Captain Tully praised me? William Ironass Tully?
That's quite the moniker. But yes, your captain went so far as to say he'd have lost entire battles without you.
But he underpaid me!
That miser deducted 5 gold from my pay the day I left.
Whatever for.
Poor morale.
Well, your captain still held your skills in high regard, especially after your last engagement.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with the mage. Got an enemy to surrender.
I cornered bandits we were chasing and convinced them to give themselves up or be devoured by pet demons. I conjured up a few wisps, and they practically threw their weapons away.
If the Chantry had heard and mistook you for a Maleficarum, how daring. I hope life in Haven doesn't bore you compared to such exploits.
Ooh, I'm not romancing Josephine. I'm not. I'm not a fan of the demons.
I was paid to hunt bandits, slavers, nobles, not demons falling out of fade tears when I walk by.
That is true, but do consider the advantages. Unlike people, upon their death, demons leave no grudges behind.
Okay. Let's go do some mooching about. Alright, let's get our reports going up, and then Cult of Andraste done. Oh, Secrets of Andraste. Okay, Liliana will take an hour, Josephine will take 45 minutes. Josephine, you're up. Okay, so get me some stuff, and let's do Cullen. Honest work for honest pay. I don't really particularly want to do Varric's Revenge because that's in the Free Marshes. I think I'm just going to spend some time just mooching about the hinterlands because... Oh, yeah, we've completed that, and then we need to get the horses because I think the temples have been done. So, yeah, let's go to the hinterlands and do some mooching about there. Okay, so we've attacked, like, the entire Templar camp, and there's a sword... I think it might be a Cassandra-based sword. You can tell the difference between a Cassandra-based sword and a... Right, the Sweetish Fingers. There we go. So she's now got herself a shiny little tiny sword as opposed to an axe, which is good. Let's have a look for Iron Ball. Got Qunari Battle Axe. No, his is definitely just still better. Do we have any... Don't have armor, but we do have new accessories. That is a respec ability thing, which I might do at another point. Okay, let's steal all their crap. That seems useful to me. And I think this is the last of 3 phase risks I have to do for quest. Yes? No? There we go. More influence. Oh, it's working so well. And that one was an easy one. Let me close this bastard here. It's all very civilized. It go boom. I like it when it goes boom. Let's see if Iron Ball has anything else left to say. Hello?
How's it going?
Well, let's talk about being Qunari.
There are few here who know what it means to be Qunari.
You're not Qunari. You're Talvashar. World of difference.
Proud of it.
My parents raised me to be free. I'm grateful to them.
Fine. Their call. You didn't turn into a murdering bandit, so I guess we're fine. You want to know anything about the Qunari? Since we're talking about them.
So tell me what's wrong with Talvashar.
What's your problem with Talvashar?
As Bin Hasrath, my job back home was keeping the peace, helping people live by the Qun. Talvashar turned their back on all that, decided they'd rather live like savages.
Gee, thanks.
The Qun is not perfect, but at least there's some sense to it.
The Qun has no choice.
Qunari society gives its people no guidelines on how to live without following the Qun. Of course, most of them turn into lawless bandits once they break away from it.
Just because I understand it doesn't make it right. They could have stayed, tried to change the Qunari from within. Instead, they gave up everything they had. Look, if you're worried I'm going to attack you, don't be. I had a lifetime of fighting Talvashar. You're not the kind I hate.
Okay. Okay, so... And if Thedas fell to the
Do you
Qun?
ever think about what would happen if the Qunari conquered Orlais or Ferelden?
Some folks, like Cassandra or Cullen, would do fine if they didn't die fighting. Those two love rules. But the mages, look at Solus. All that wandering in the Fade, they'd at least kill him. Varric's tall tales would land him in a re-education prison, drugged until his mind broke. So, to answer your question, no, I don't think about it much at all.
Wow. Do you not marry?
I heard there's no marriage among the Qunari.
Yeah, that's true. Qunari love our friends like anyone does, but we don't have sex with them.
Qunari don't have sex?
Oh, we definitely have sex. They're Tamasrans who pop your cork whenever you need it.
What, really?
Seriously?
Yes. It's not a big deal like it is here. It's like, I don't know, going to see a healer. Sometimes it's this long, involved thing. It takes all day, leaves you walking funny. Other times you're in and out in 5 minutes. Thank you. See you next week.
Oh, you don't know true passion then.
So, you've never really made love? Connected with someone in both body and soul?
I don't know. One time they used this thing called the Sato Nerapan. It's a leather-wrapped rod on a harness. That wasn't really my soul, though. Also, there were more than 2 people.
Okay. Well done, Ironball. You made it weird. I'm gonna just go, what does it mean?
The word Qunari. Does it mean what we are, the race? Or is it anyone who follows the Qun?
Depends on who you ask. Are you Qunari or Talvashah? The humans and elves who follow the Qun are the Vidathari. The Qunari who break away from the Qun are Talvashah, deserters.
I didn't break away. And those who predate the Qun?
What about Qunari who existed before the Qun?
The people we came from. They're called the Karsith, but we don't use that word for the race. We came south to Thedas because the Karsith were... I don't know. We had to leave. The stories aren't clear. But I don't expect they look much like us. Whatever they are.
Ooh, okay.
See you later, Bull.
Well done, Bull. You made it weird. I appreciate it. Guys, I think there's a problem. I'm not sure what happened there. That was weird. Thanks for loading in game eventually. That's a dragon. Let's not go there. That's a silly place to go. Nope. We're not ready for a dragon just yet. Nope. Well, this definitely looks like Redcliffe Village.
Just ahead.
Yeah, and it also looks like they've got, you know, a problem.
I want a constant watch on that damn thing. Sound the alarm at the first sign of demons.
Okay.
Watch out, traveler. The veil's ripped open and make her nervous when you come out.
I know. That's fine. They're not that tough. Could you help? That would be appreciated. I'm just gonna loot this thing and wait for more crap to come out. That's fine. Okay, that's not good. Okay, no, I'm good. Oh, and thank you for grouping up nice and close. That's much appreciated, actually. Ow. Oh, nice slow-mo. Game doesn't do slow-mos as far as I'm aware. That should be me just about done, really. Yep, there we go. All nicely done.
What was that?
We don't know what these rifts can do. That one appeared to alter the time around it.
Oh. Well, maybe Fiona will know.
Make her have mercy. It's over. Open the gates.
Okay, so apparently it's time dilation as well. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. Hi, mages. I'm just looting the corpses because apparently I get better at fighting them. Ooh, blizzard ring. Priest. That's one for Solus. Hi.
We spread word the Inquisition was coming. But you should know that no one here was expecting us.
No one? Not even Grand Enchanter Fiona?
If she was, she hasn't told anyone.
Oh.
We've arranged use of the tavern for the negotiations.
Agents of the Inquisition, my apologies. Magister Alexius is in charge now, but hasn't yet arrived. He's expected shortly. You can speak with the former Grand Enchanter in the meantime.
Oh. That's a problem. Basically, what we're saying is that Fiona has tricked us into coming here.
The veil is wicked here than in Haven, and not merely weak, but altered in a way I have not seen.
We should talk to the Grand Enchanter.
Shockingly, that's a good idea. Oh, you done goofed.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition. What has brought you to Redcliffe?
Is that a trick question?
Is this some sort of test? We're here because you invited us in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
I'm certain it was you.
There is no mistake. While the Templars were leaving, you came to Val Royeaux and asked me here.
The Templars left Val Royeaux? Where did they go? That sounds... Why does that sound so strange? Whoever or whatever brought you here, the situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
That's bad.
This right here is why you can't trust mages.
An alliance with Tevinter? Do you not fear all of Thedas turning against you?
I understand that you are afraid, but you deserve better than slavery to Tevinter.
As one indentured to a Magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
Then tell me who does.
Very well. Who's in charge now?
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Agents of the Inquisition, allow me to introduce Magister Girion Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
Where's the Arl?
I haven't seen any sign of Redcliffe's Arl or his men.
The Arl of Redcliffe left the village.
Al Tegan did not abandon his lands during the Blight, even when they were under siege.
There were tensions growing. I did not want an incident.
So tell me about the alliance. What have you done?
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the rebel mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
Do you expect us to buy all that? Fiona said she's indentured.
The Grand Enchanter told me she was indentured to a Magister.
Our Southern brethren have no legal status in the Imperium. As they were not born citizens of Tevinter, they must work for a period of 10 years before gaining full rights. As their protector, I shall oversee their work for the Imperium.
Oh, this is not going to stand. When did this happen?
I'm not clear on when exactly you negotiated this arrangement with Fiona.
When the Conclave
Time
was
dilation,
destroyed,
time dilation.
these poor souls faced the brutality of the Templars, who rushed to attack them. It could only be through divine providence that I arrived when I did.
Or
It was
time
certainly
magic.
Very timely.
You're not subtle, game. And anyone who thinks you're pretending to be is wrong. And what does Tevinter gain?
What does the Imperium gain from taking rebel mages under its wing?
For the moment, the Southern Mages are a considerable expense. After they are properly trained, they will join our legion.
You said not all my people would be military. There are children, those not suited.
And one day I'm sure they will all be productive citizens of the Imperium when their debts are paid.
This is a long way from home.
You're quite a long way from Tevinter, Alexius.
Indeed I am, though I have heard you are no Ferelden either. It seems we are both strangers here. Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends. I am not surprised you're here.
Chekhov's
Containing
son.
the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious indeed.
No, we don't think small here.
Well, when you're fighting a massive tear in the sky, you can hardly afford to think small.
There will have to be.
Felix. I'm so sorry. Please forgive my clumsiness, my lady.
Are you all right?
You're dying.
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time. Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
So what did he give you?
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
Did the Magister's son give you that? Why would he help you?
Oh, there we go. It's this pub filled up. It's worth investigating.
Well, be careful. But we need to figure out what's going on here.
Yep, let's just go to the Chantry. And I think we can pick up someone else here, if I remember correctly. It's been several years. Oh!
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you?
Deal. Absolutely. Come on. Kill some things. Yes, murdering. Murdering is fun. Especially when it's demons. And a new better mage. We've got a new better mage. Oh. Come on. We're all friends here. Ow. They don't like me much. I'm just gonna, do the thing. I guess I close the Phaedrith now. Boom! Hello.
Fascinating. How does that work exactly?
I have no idea.
You don't even know, do you?
Nope.
You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Who are you?
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Another Tevinter. Be cautious with this one.
This one's better than
Suspicious
that
friends
mage.
You have here. Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Okay. So you're a Magister.
Are you a Magister?
All right, let's say this once. I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium. I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably, but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
Ah, Joy. Where's Felix?
I was expecting Felix to be here.
I'm sure he's on his way. He was to give you the note, then meet us here after ditching his father.
Something wrong with Felix?
Alexius couldn't jump to Felix's side fast enough when he pretended to be faint. Is something wrong with him?
He's had some lingering illness for months. Felix is an only child, and Alexius is being a mother hen, most likely.
So, why help us?
You're betraying your mentor because...
Alexius was my mentor. Meaning he's not any longer. Not for some time. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the...
Oh, blindingly, yes.
Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the MAGE rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
To get here before me.
He arranged it so he could arrive here just after the Divine died?
You catch on quick.
That is fascinating if true, and almost certainly dangerous.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself? Sped some things up and slowed others down?
Yes, we did see that.
Soon, there will be more like it. And they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable. And it's unraveling the world.
Okay, so... evidence?
I'd like more proof than magical time control. Go with it.
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic. When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it. Ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys.
He doesn't want his son to die.
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough. Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter Supremacists. They call themselves Venatori. And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Ooh, I'm special. Why does he want me?
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
You can close the rifts. Maybe there's a connection. Or they see you as a threat.
If the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
So why are you telling me this?
Alexius is your father. Why are you working against him?
For the same reason Dorian works against him. I love my father, and I love my country. But this? Cults? Time magic? What he's doing now is madness. For his own sake, you have to stop him.
It would also be nice if he didn't rip a hole in time. There's already a hole in the sky.
Ooh, I'm flattered.
All this for me. And I didn't get Alexius anything.
Send him a fruit basket. Everyone loves those.
Lies!
You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
I love Darian.
Dying, Dorian.
No, Dorian. I want to call him Don Darian for some reason, so... yeah. Okay, let's go home.